Hello and welcome to YNWA Transfer News, your ultimate source for all Liverpool FC transfer news. Our first news is this. Thierry Henry doubles down on title race prediction after Liverpool's poor spell. Arsenal icon Thierry Henry believes Mikel Arteta's players have the essential ingredients for success as the Premier League title race heats up. The London club currently enjoys a 3-point cushion over early rivals Manchester City and Liverpool, while Bournemouth has surprisingly positioned itself as the dark horse after an outstanding start to the season. Liverpool has struggled in recent weeks, losing 3 consecutive Premier League games to let a 5-point advantage slip from its grasp. Arsenal has endured a series of near misses in recent years, finishing as championship runner-up on multiple occasions. Over the past 3 campaigns, Manchester City and Liverpool have claimed the coveted prize come May. Yet this season, Arsenal has thrown down the challenge and established itself as the early pace-setter. Despite their reverse against Liverpool, the Gunners have bounced back to lead the charge following the Merseyside outfit's alarming dip in form. Arsenal has been touted as the favorite before, but the team's exile from the summit of English soccer has now extended beyond 2 decades. Henry has long maintained Arsenal could reclaim its place at the top, admittedly through rose-tinted spectacles as a supporter, but the French icon now argues 2 pivotal changes have turned the team's dreams into genuine prospects. The squad is bigger, and we must respect whatever the rotation is going to be from Mikel Arteta, he said, speaking to Betway. Having the choice is what he wanted. They analyzed what they were missing in the past 3 years when players like Odegaard, Saliba, and Saka got injured, and the club felt they were short. Are the youngsters going to come in more often? You need to ask Mikel. But as an Arsenal fan, you love to see Nwaneri, Dauman, and Lewis Skelly, and Saka is from the academy as well. I always say that to win the league, you need a squad. Having some guys who can jump in when the number 9 is not scoring is what will make the difference. I used to feel that Arsenal could win the league as a fan, because you dream and you hope. For the first time in a long time, I can see this team winning the league. Not just as an Arsenal fan, but as a football fan and an analyst. I see it because they are united. Speaking in the summer, Henry also backed Arsenal to lift the title. He said, "Do I think that Mikel Arteta is doing a great job? Tremendous job. Do I think he should get the sack? Hell no. Am I going to think we're going to win the league this year? Yes." Rio Ngumoha changed Liverpool summer transfer plans as Arne Slot learns of 75 million asking price. The rise of Liverpool youngster Rio Ngumoha changed Liverpool's summer transfer plans, according to the latest reports. The Daily Mail claims Arne Slot's side considered a move for Bournemouth wide forward Antoine Semenyo in the recent summer transfer window, but didn't want to block the path of the 17-year-old talent. Ngumoha has made 5 appearances in all competitions this season, scoring an incredible late winner from the bench against Newcastle United at St. James Park. Although Slot has been keen to manage his development, there's plenty of excitement surrounding the young winger. That being said, Liverpool have looked a little light in terms of options on the flanks in recent weeks, with the Reds among the Premier League clubs said to be keeping tabs on Semenyo. The report claims the Cherries would demand a fee in excess of 75 million for the 25-year-old who has scored 6 goals and set up another 3 for his teammates in just 8 Premier League appearances. Liverpool's interest is not at an advanced stage, but they are one of several clubs monitoring the forward. Semenyo is a key part of Andoni Iraola's side, and the Cherries are under no pressure to sell their talisman in January. Bournemouth have already banked around $155 million from outgoing players in the recent summer window, selling Dean Huijsen to Real Madrid, Ilya Zabarnyi to PSG, and Milos Kerkez to the Reds. The Cherries have made a strong start to the season and are currently in 4th place, harboring European ambitions this season. The report claims a fee around $75 million would bring Bournemouth to the negotiating table in the summer, with Tottenham and Manchester United keen on a move last summer. It has been reported the Ghana international has a release clause that becomes active in 2026, though those claims are unconfirmed at present. Chelsea and Bayern Munich are also said to be admirers of Semenyo. with the latter eyeing the forward as a replacement for Michael Olise, should contract talks stall. Liverpool's sporting director Richard Hughes was the man who signed Semenyo from Bristol City in 2023 and still has a good relationship with the Cherries, which could prove key in any potential transfer talks. Kelleher, Liverpool exit applauded as clash with former side awaits. Liverpool will come face-to-face with their former goalkeeper when Brentford face. Liverpool on Saturday night. Kelleher made 67 appearances for the Reds and was an integral part of recent cup successors, with the goalkeeper having a unique strength in saving penalties. In the 2021-22 season, Liverpool found themselves involved in 2 penalty shootouts to decide who wins the FA Cup and Carabao Cup, both against Chelsea. Kelleher stepped up when needed and was heroic on both occasions. After failing to dislodge Alisson Becker at Anfield, Kelleher made the tough decision to leave Liverpool in search of regular game time. There was a general agreement on Merseyside that he was far too good to spend the rest of his career as a backup, and so a move was expected when his departure was finally complete. This summer, Kelleher signed for Brentford in an £18.5 million deal and is now the first-choice goalkeeper for the Bees. Arne Slot has reflected on Kelleher's decision to leave Anfield, applauding his former goalkeeper for doing so. Speaking in his press conference ahead of the Brentford clash, the Dutchman said, "Maybe a goalkeeper is an exception, but in general I don't think it's a healthy situation for a player to be on the bench longer than a year or miss out of many games in a year and go into a next season. It's so hard for them to keep giving everything on a daily basis. So, that was also one of the reasons why we thought it was best for Jarell Quansah, for Harvey Elliott, to find another club. For Kelleher, like I said, goalkeepers are a bit of an exception, but he did this for so many years that I felt it was time for him to start playing. And he has shown that he is right because he is doing really well. Arne Slot is right, as Kelleher has impressed so far this season for Brentford, with a particular highlight coming in the form of a penalty save from Bruno Fernandes during his new side's 3-1 victory over the Red Devils. Liverpool news and transfer. Live, Alexander Isak injury update. Slot makes Salah admission. Arne Slot will be speaking to the media today as he looks ahead to Liverpool's trip to Brentford on Saturday, with his side having finally returned to winning ways this week. After a dismal run of 4 straight defeats, the Reds managed to avoid matching an unwanted 72-year record when they thrashed Eintracht Frankfurt 5-1 in the Champions League on Wednesday. Slot and his players will hope they can continue that sort of form as they make the trip to London this weekend. Although the Liverpool boss does have a couple of new injury concerns to deal with. Jeremy Frimpong looks almost certain to miss tomorrow's game after limping off during the first half in Frankfurt with a hamstring problem, while all eyes will be on Alexander Isak after he was withdrawn at halftime, having complained of an issue with his groin. Slot will give the latest on those 2 later, as well as address all the latest talking points surrounding Liverpool, which may also include Mohamed Salah's recent form, with the Egyptian having been dropped to the bench on Wednesday night. January transfer need? Former Liverpool midfielder Didi Hamann says the Reds might need to dip into the transfer market mid-season to sign a defender if they are to properly battle for the Premier League title. Liverpool might need to sign a centre-back in January, he told eSports News. That could be Mark Guehi, but it depends on whether Crystal Palace will sell and what their asking price would be. The injury to Giovanni Leone, who looked promising before his crucial ligament injury, is another blow that Liverpool cannot address until the transfer window reopens. I think if they remain in contention for the league title, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to bring in 1 or 2 players in January. Ibrahima Konate has underperformed at times this season, and Joe Gomez hasn't been thrown into the action from the start, aside from in the League Cup. Virgil van Dijk is absolutely vital to the team, Hamann continued. I don't even want to think about what would happen if he missed a number of games. At the moment, he's probably the only one who keeps everything together. Thank you for watching. Like and comment, subscribe.